왼쪽 사선 누르세요. 다시 좌회전하세요. 좌회전하세요. 주의, 제한 속도를 유의하세요. 주의, 제한 속도를 유의하세요. 주의, 제한 속도를 유의하세요. 우회전할 준비하세요. 우회전하세요. 주의, 제한 속도를 유의하세요. 주의, 제한 속도를 유의하세요. 좌회전할 좌회전하세요. 무상이 도착했습니다.
아, 씨발, 뭐하냐? 나 사고 치는데? 사고를 치는데?
떠날 시간이다. 우회전을 하세요.
너무 못해서.
보안 색깔을 이용하세요. 왼쪽 차선 유지고요. 다시 좌회전하세요. 좌회전하세요. 직진하세요.
Thank you. Hey everyone, welcome to another SCS Honor episode. We are in Lyon, in France, and this is Soul Trance. G is our latest product from our friends from US. This brand is also in Euro Truck 702. And I believe they call it a kingpin finder. And it works like the trailer kingpin is coming to be attached. And you can actually, the truck driver in the cabin, they can actually see with this camera if he is reversing to the trailer kingpin properly, but correct or not. As you can see, it even has the springs, so the kingpin, when it's attached, it moves the camera down, so it's secure and not damaged by the kingpin. It's quite clever and quite awesome. Cameras instead of mirrors as well. Nice. You can fold the bed there or have a lounge here. Nice. Anyone who's seen our episode from Matt's knows what can be done with these, but this time I'm not going under it. No, thank you. Can I go? Can I go now, please? This booth is absolutely illuminating. What's the mark that you find remotely funny or stupid or silly or anything? Just spam that. Every time I miss a ship. Let's just test this, chat. I'm gonna put on emote only, okay? I just want you to spam that. Just that only. Just want to see the mark emotes and that's it. Let's get a whole train going, man. Just there we go. That's beautiful. Look at that. Come in. We love it. Look at that. A whole wall of Scotland truck drivers. Beautiful. That is beautiful. There you go. So you got to do a vote to play with chat. I think we still have one more slot or two more slots. We might have to decide on we should use them for. So if you have any suggestions, then let us know. Maybe Mark, you have a suggestion for any more votes? What do you think? Do you have any Peter votes yet? Good point, actually. No. Yeah. We don't have a Peter mode. What's your Peter mode? We've got a Vimeo, we've got a U, technically. We've got an SES logo. And we've got me. We don't need that, so we need to have a mode. I know there's a few that exist on some certain Discord servers like especially when the places like little apps. So something. anytime he messes up, we can just spam the chat with Benny emotes.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. The possibilities are endless. I like it. I like it a lot. So, yeah, Benny, Oscar, Pavel. Okay, we got some ideas now. Let's make this happen. Gavin, yeah, we can do Gavin possibly as well.
Yeah.
We can do it. We got some options here.
Oh, I like this one. Blinded by the studio.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Every time I
How
like
would we
look
even
up,
have that?
huh?
How do we even put in a book for that? Just like somebody covered their eyes, like.
Just like their eyes like literally on fire and like dried out, like that one SpongeBob meme.
Oh yeah. I don't need it.
I'm all paranoid now about Crash.
Yeah, I can tell you're definitely concentrating on the road now. You're making it easy here.
Someone was asking earlier in the chat if I have ever backed up doubles.
Okay.
I have.
You have?
Yeah, you don't become a consultant at SES software if you've never backed up doubles.
Okay, what was this? I mean, have you done it multiple times, or was it one off?
Yeah, no, lots of times. Yeah, double flatbeds, B-train flatbeds. And also I did about a year at FedEx Freight when I was younger, still cutting my teeth as a truck driver. I was hauling A-trains, so a 28-foot pumps with a little converter dolly in the middle. I will admit, I can't back up the whole combination, but I can back up the lead and the dolly, no problem.
Got it, okay.
So I count that as double still.
So wait, would you just do it one at a time then, technically?
So what most guys do when they pull into the terminal, like to drop their trailers, they'll actually drop their, we call it the pup, rear one, drop the pup, pull forward, drop the dolly, then go park the lead, come back, pick up the dolly, take it to the dolly, like there's like a parking area for the dollies. Then they'll come back and get the pup, take that to the storage area. Then when they gotta hook them all up again, they'll take the dolly, they'll go pick up a dolly, put it in front of the pup, go get their lead, back the lead up to the dolly, hook up the dolly, and then just push it into the pup. So they don't have to actually do any maneuvering with two trailers, right?
Okay, so you're technically not doing doubles, but you are doing doubles at the same time, right?
So they never actually back up the doubles, right?
Yeah.
They'll go down the road with them, but they don't back them up. Now me, I can back up the whole set in a straight line for about probably 200, 250 feet. And after that, I lose my mind and I get fed up and I say screw it. But I can back up the lead and the dolly, no problem. So like what I would do is I would drop, so I would go into the storage yard with both my trailers, back and like try to get it straight and then just back the pup straight into a spot, pull forward, drop my, because you can't, drop the dolly while it's hooked up to the trailer, because you'll never be able to move it from underneath. So I would pull my dolly out, drop it. I am all messed up with my shifting here. So I would, drop my dolly and then put my lead beside it and then take my dolly, go find, usually my lead was already loaded and parked in another lot, so I would just, it was like too far to like go back and forth. So I would just go get my lead, hook the dolly up to it and go right to where the pup was and back it up. And I always have guys that have been driving it, like I was at the time, 24 years old. And I would have guys that have been driving at FedEx for, 15, 20 years here and be like, how'd you do that? And it's like, I don't know. I'm lazy, I guess.
This is what I do. Yeah, teaching little dog new tricks. I like it. I mean, sometimes you just need a fresh set of eyes just to kind of see it a different way, right? I mean, you were saying you would do it at the time, you just wanted to get it done, so...
It's just reading it, right? For me, I like a challenge. I love going into, like, really tight places with the truck and trail. I love going to, like, New Jersey and stuff like that. Other guys hate it. Like, I'll never drive in the 5 boroughs in New York. I'm like, let's go, man. Because, I just like a challenge. Anyone can drive down the interstate. To really be, call yourself a, true skilled truck driver, you gotta be able to put that trailer anywhere, right? So for me, it was just like, it was more like fun than anything, because usually when I got there to drop my empties, I always took an empty set in and pull the loaded set out. Usually usually once I like dropped everything, I usually had to sit there for an hour anyway. So if I had to spend a little bit extra time learning to back up the set, it was just a skill I could add to my resume to myself. You know what I mean? That I know how to do this, right? So every day I would back up, and some days I could do it, and some days I was too tired and I just get fed up and I wouldn't do it. But I mean, there's guys out there that can do it, and my hat's off to them, man. It is not easy. It's that little dolly in the middle is the problem. Backing up like a B train where it's like a 32-foot lead and then a 28-foot, or 230s or whatever they are, right? That's easy. Backing up a B train is easy. You see a little extra space, and usually you gotta work it a little more, right? But when you have that little dolly in the middle, it's the same thing like when you back up the triple low boy in our game, that little converter dolly at the rear, or the booster, I should say. Yep. It spins around so quickly. By the time it starts spinning, you don't even have time to correct. It's already gone. It's the same thing with those. Yeah, it's the same thing with those little dollies. There's just nothing you can do. It's just you do your best to steer it with the lead. Like you gotta be on the money. That's why I can just back up in a straight line. I can really work it to keep it straight. But if I gotta like turn it, forget about it. It ain't happening.
Oh no. Gotcha. Okay. So speaking of challenge, then the question came to mind was there a challenge that either you could overcome or that you found very, very difficult? Like, what would you say was some of the hardest challenges?
That's a good question. For backing specifically, or just like in general in trucking?
I guess trailer-wise, I was thinking about, but if you have to be as very generic, then sure, whatever works best.
I mean, there's been lots of times where, and this is kind of like a meme in the trucking industry among truck drivers, where like you'll get to a customer and it's in this like little rinky-dink kind of depot, and they'll ask you to back in this door at the very end of the building, and it's like blindside and there's stuff all over the yard, like old crates and stuff like that, and barrels and whatever, right? They're like, oh yeah, just back it in there, and you're looking at it and you're like, I can't get in there with the truck, and you tell them there's no way I'm getting in there, like it's not worth me like wrecking a bumper or blowing a tire if I run over something to even risk trying, right? They'll be like, oh, we get trucks in there all the time, and it's like, then call them, man, I'm not interested, because like the fact of the matter is, like I could probably, if I work it, I could probably get it in there, but the risk to damaging something, because you can't see perfectly all around your truck, and you usually never have a spotter. Nobody wants to come out and help you, and really I don't trust spotters anyways. I'd rather do it on my own. But if I bend a bumper, that's $900 US, and if I'm picking up a load that only pays $1,800, then what's the point, right? Yeah, right. So it's just usually not worth the risk. I mean, there's been other times where someone's like, oh, you'll never get it in there, we'll bring the load out to you, and I'm just like, watch me. It depends on the mood, depends what you got going on, right? Because I can grab the gear and get some speed. Yeah,
so wait, in the event of like, you just don't want to drop it, or you don't feel confident dropping it, what happens then? Like, do you just drop it where you can and then they have to do it themselves, or?
There's always a way around it. The one place that comes to mind, where was it? I've been there a few times, and like the first 3 times I was there, no problem. I had to back into their driveway all the way from the road because there was nowhere to turn around inside. So I had to back into the driveway probably about 300 meters, and then make a turn and back up like another 100 meters. And they would come down a ramp with the load from the forklift and load me that way, right? Well, one day I get there, which was, I don't know, the 3rd or 4th time I've been there. It was raining. It wasn't even raining much. It was just raining a little bit. The guy didn't want to get wet, so he's like, oh yeah, back it up there. And it was like up a ramp into their building, and I'm like looking at it, I'm like, I would struggle to get a 28-foot pup up there with a day cab, and I'm here at a long-nosed Peterbilt with a 285-inch wheelbase and a 53-foot spread-axle trailer. I'm like, dude, it ain't happening. Like, just look at it, dude. Like, go back to geometry class in the 3rd grade.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna happen. But I mean, there's stuff that happens where different challenges you face kind of day to day. We talked about them in the past, right? You just do your best to kind of go through them, but at the end of the day, it's what you're comfortable with, what's safe, and what makes sense. And sometimes you just tell them no. There's been times I've showed up at a customer and they want me to do something kind of wacky, or the load they want to give me is like not quite safe, and I just say, sorry, it's not worth it. Have a good day, good luck. You gotta find someone else, right? Usually I just take the hit on that and I lose my time and my fuel to drive there, but sometimes you get there and it's so absurd, and you take a few pictures and you send them to dispatch, and dispatch sends it to the broker, and you get a fee for truck order not used. So just going there and finding out you can take the load, you're still getting paid, so that's really nice. Because some people are just out of touch, they'll just see something like, oh yeah, we can ship this on a flatbed, and you get there and it's like, no,
key when it comes to offshore. Like you said, you do a message trying to accommodate what the requests are, but sometimes it's just.
Yeah, it's all about, it's kind of like the trust you build with the company, right? Like if you're normally a really reliable driver and you don't have issues and they can count on you and you call up one day and say, hey man, I got a real wonky load and I don't want to take it, they're just going to say, okay. Because they know you're not the kind of guy to have a problem, right? But if you're the kind of guy that every load you got an issue, every load, you're complaining about something, they say, I want to refuse this load, they're just going to be like, dude, come on, just take the load, right? And they're going to kind of push you and not believe you that it really isn't safe, right?
How about you? What was that? Headlines? Oh,
Yeah.
No, I can't. It's getting good.
Oh, lumber fees. Someone's brought up lumber fees in the chat. Is that lumber fees a thing in Europe? You know?
I'm not really familiar with the term lumber. It might be a different word here.
So basically, the warehouse won't actually have their own employees. Or maybe they are their own employees, but you pay them separately. So you have to pay them. So it's like you show up to a customer to get unloaded, and there'll be a lumber fee, and you're actually paying for the guys to unload the trailer. Otherwise, they won't unload the trailer. But you can't even unload it yourself. You don't actually you show up. You have to pay to get your trailer unloaded.
They're gonna force you to pay to have someone else do it.
Yep. Really, really dumb.
So I don't think I personally heard of that. Maybe not there. Maybe there might be lumber fee. I'm not really too familiar. We got a European drivers in the house that might have an idea. In my knowledge and experience, I've not really heard that being a thing. Maybe there is a few places. I don't know. Maybe some personally.
I think it's definitely more of an American thing. I've never seen it in Canada. I'm not going to say that it doesn't exist in Canada, but I've never seen it myself. But usually it's something that is kind of like, it's included in the rate. So like, if if the broker knows you got to pay lumber fees, then the rate will be a little better to compensate for that. And then either the company will cover it under the rate, or if you're like paid percentage or whatever, then your percentage. And it's all, it depends on the company you work for and their policy and what your pay schedule is like, right?
Interesting. Okay, so sometimes there could be even. So there's never such things like a hidden fee, though, right? Like there's something they surprise you in there.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they'll try to hide it, or they'll be like, oh, there's not supposed to be lumber fees, and it's like, well, I'm standing here and they're not letting me unload, so there is. And they're like, oh, but there's not supposed to, and you got to argue back and forth. The other thing is waiting time. I guess it's not so much hidden. Well, other than lumber fees, there's not so much there's not so much a thing as hidden fees, but definitely like hidden costs. That makes sense, because like if you get to a place and you got to sit there for 9 hours getting loaded, that's money you could be earning on your way to the next load, kind of thing, right? So there's that kind of stuff. I've been to places where they've broken every single piece of tonnage I had on the trailer. Shout out, you're not with me. And it's like, okay, it's just lumber, it's just wood, it's not a big deal, but it's like, okay, well, each one of those pieces of wood costs $25 because they're hardwood, you know what I mean? And now I gotta go buy 10 of them. And I just lost $250 because the crane operator would probably have broke or something. It's just stupid.
Yeah. Gotcha. Interesting. Maybe that's something we should have as a variable at some point in the future on ATS. You just get a random fee every now and again at random companies or something.
I play this game to have fun, man. Don't ruin it for me.
This is the dream scenario, you just drive, you make money, and there's nothing much else to do.
Exactly. That's why I say, like, some of the features I see requested on forums and stuff like that. I'm just like, you're requesting things that may be in the sound. I was tripping.
Yeah, I can understand, like, some people want to this situation, people want to just drive.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a hard kind of balance to have the game. So, yeah, not just scale saying, if only real life could be as relaxing as the video game, eh?
I was racing this guy and I lost.
Oh, he must have a liner load, right? Liner truck, liner load.
I might have missed a chip. If anyone has had a keen eye, I'm actually using a different shift pattern than normal. Let's see if anyone can patch it and what the history is.
See now already? Mr. Mitch.
2. 대형
Mark
사건을
Verstappen saying,
주의하세요.
I've heard of people unloading a trailer in 10 minutes and paperwork waits for 9 hours. That's a thing.
2.
I've never seen that big of a gap, but there's definitely been times where like I've the worst was grocery. I remember delivering to a warehouse in Toronto, and I unloaded about probably an hour and a half because you can feel them bouncing the trailer while you're waiting, right? It's just like bouncing around the dog. And after they finished unloading me, I think I sat there for like another 3 hours waiting for paperwork.
So really like the logs usually fit in the paperwork. It's just wait for the right people to sign it or something like this.
Who knows what goes on in there? It's you don't even know. Like people, like it's funny because I kind of get it when you previously there. Lots of noise right. Okay. You're here. Where am I? Look at that. I'm all flustered now. What was I saying? Oh yeah. People really have a disdain for truck drivers when they have to work with truck drivers. And I kind of don't blame them because like I've met a lot of truck drivers that are just kind of like really miserable and mopey and don't make it nice to be around them. So I sort of get it, but at the same time it's like you still have to do your job. Like just because you're like, you know, like truck drivers don't like literally, you know, make their lives harder or whatever, right?
I got you.
Like I've seen that, like I pulled into a place like with my paperwork in my hand, gone up to the shipping office and be like, hey, how you doing today? And there's like, well, your paperwork on the desk. They don't even say nothing, just like that.
Say
Okay.
nothing.
All right, yeah, but here's my bills. And then they just like won't even look at you. They won't even talk to you. And then after like 5 minutes, they're like, wait, your truck will come get you. And it's like, okay, like relax, buddy. Like, hope you have a better day.
Yeah, bad day at work sometimes.
Yeah, especially like another problem is too is like a lot of these places they expect every truck driver that comes in there to know like the policies and procedures of like being in there and whatnot. And that can be kind of frustrating because like I mean every week I would go to a new place and I'm just supposed to arbitrarily know every thing like about this place I've never been to before. Like
Gotcha, yeah, it's been frustrating, but hey, you made it through. As long as you make it through the end of the day, it's all good.
it's all part of the job. That's why I always say like it's a lifestyle. You take the bad with the good. You know, the good is you don't have a boss looking over your shoulder complaining that you took 12% loans in his profile. But you know, and you get the downside, which is that kind of stuff, right? Ultimately, I mean, so many guys they drive truck for so many years, they make build their whole lifelong career out of it. Even guys I know that have left, they'll come back to it or whatever, right? So there's obviously some good there.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely must be some good up there. So I know a lot of people that do enjoy the job, and then others find that it's not really for them. So it's really just different experience depending on where you are and who you're trucking with. Yeah, quick little highlighted message here from Trucker Ben. So I'll say that quickly on the score. He said, hello guys. Hope everybody's enjoyed the stream. Just like me, by the way, today's my birthday, so I'm double happy about happy birthday to you, Trucker Ben. So day or evening or night, wherever you are. Just something about happy birthday. Appreciate you. If you enjoy your day, you enjoy the stream as well. Let's do a bit of trucking here. We're doing a long haul up to Kansas, Texas. I'm not really quite sure where we are now, but
That's fine.
we're going to have to stop off somewhere local. We're not even in Texas. Just goes to show how big Texas is. We've not even left it. Nowhere near. So yeah, time's going fast away. Almost approaching 7 o'clock as well. So line up pretty soon, and our driver needs some sleep as well. And it looks like the GPS, so whenever you feel ready for it, you have to find yourself a rest stop on the way somewhere or station that you can journey to. So Thomas, I got some messages here as well. People saying how much finding this information interesting. So it's good to learn. That's why we have Mark.
대박이네.
He's our professional. He's got the knowledge of these things. You and I learn things every day. So it's extremely good. So it's always good to learn to just see the kind of persons with you as well. I think Mark was saying as well that everything is a big video about you. Well, not that we didn't exist. So he didn't say he tried with the same company. That's the time. So doesn't. Right.
I've had that. I had an inspection in Michigan there on 75, and DOT officer, so I had a curbside trailer, and we have a door in front. And so he asked me to open the whole trailer, so I got a door in the front. If you want to come take a look, he goes, "Oh, this is the way." I said, "Oh, no, it's just like, it's just my whole steel." He goes, "Oh, okay." We went through the front door, and he took one step in, looked up to see where he could put his other foot, saw it low, and just turned around and came back out. I said, "Well, you want me to open the whole thing?" He goes, "No." He goes, "I've seen enough." I go, "What does that mean?" He goes, "I can see from here, it's fine." I'm like, all right,
Okay.
it makes me
This
feel
guy knows how
pretty
to do his job.
good.
Yeah. I guess he's so used to just having to go through the back.
오른쪽 차선 이지에
See,
다시
good stuff like
우회전
that.
하세요.
The fact that he spotted that straight away, that must have been pretty good.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I think the next truck stuff we find here will blow off. We got the hammer down here.
Yeah, we made some pretty good progress. I know it doesn't seem like it since we haven't left Texas, but definitely made it. We're pretty far down south in Texas, so
We were on a lot of back roads, and we were doing more interstate driving. We would have made a really good time.
yeah, I think so. But
Oh man, so many people almost lost points right there.
almost coast. I think a lot of people just skipped a heartbeat there.
Except that one guy that had against me, he was just cheering in there.
People yelling at you. People yelling at you twice.
It's dark, I can't see.
That's the hard thing, Chad. It's extra. It's like coming at night in the studio with the studio lights. It's so quiet in the studio. The screen isn't very bright, so it's doing its best though. This could be a very last minute thing. I can imagine it happening. Just putting it off. It seems okay and it's solid.
That's what it was that one time. The first time we did this, I was literally turning into the place, and the guy, ran into the side of me, and I just failed to yield.
저 거리에서
I can see your best
이렇게
not too
뒤로
far away.
나가주세요.
Literally just exit. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple.
So there we go. Everything goes good from here. Everything goes good from here. Someone said, "Do it, Mark. I need more points."
Oh, man.
지금 나가세요.
Is this someone I know? When I do it?
This is what we need. I mean, most people, when they predicted with their points, majority of people, 17,000 points on yes, and 50,000 points on no.
Okay.
It's almost uneven, but those more yeses.
좌회전을
Has anyone figured out the gear shift pattern thing I was talking about yet?
Yeah, Chad, anyone spot that?
좌회전 하세요.
Medium wide, maybe some maybe truck drivers
좌회전을
might know what kind of shift pattern it's using.
좌회전 하세요.
Someone said using automatic shifting. Dogleg shifter says what?
The dogleg shifter is sort of correct, but that's correct for all Eden puller transmissions. They all have a dogleg for low gear. 10 speeds also have dogleg, the high range 2
렉스
gear.
일어났습니다.
There's something else.
Something else, Chad.
Yeah, something very unique.
Honestly, even I don't know. Eaton Fuller 18 speed. Question mark.
No, we got a 10 speed. 10 speed direct. That helps anyone. I think it's anyone hit.
Any more guesses from the chat here?
Watch very carefully.
Alex sounded like I have no clue what Mark said. It's because it's true. I don't. I'm gonna bluff it. Range plus splitter. Someone's asking. Question mark.
I guess you can't really see it. It's not really fair because you can't really see what I'm doing.
Need that, no? You didn't have a camera. Oh, there you go. You got a bit.
Oh, well, it's too late. Jacob. Hold on, I'll do it again. Alright, so we got first gear, right? Second. If I can find it. Third. Fourth. Fifth.
That's an interesting pattern. Yeah, isn't it? I noticed what the pattern is. I don't know what it's called. The chat just said, oh Oh wait, what?
Now they're all confused.
That's a weird pattern. H pattern, says Cajun.
Well, once I get parked here, I'll explain it a little bit. We do first-person parking, or should we do third-person parking? Parking.
First person.
Oh man, I can't see nothing back there. Do I have reverse lights on this, please? Oh, not really.
They're not very bright. They're not very bright.
Just the ones on the back of the frame.
The prediction's still up. The prediction is still valid. We have to find out.
Yeah.
Prediction is not over. Prediction is not over. I have 24 hours after the stream as well to make a decision. So even if Mark gets direct 24 hours after the stream, you can still win something.
Oh my god. I don't like that. I can't see nothing back there.
Yeah, usually these places are a bit more lit up.
우회전 후에 다시 좌회전하세요.
Paranoid about that back end.
좌회전하세요.
It's pretty close to that. It's
Oh no, we all we're on the line.
no, you're good. I think it's just the perspective of it.
Yeah.
I think the perspective of it is just this is out of angle and everything as well.
Do you know, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but like really old American trucks, they have like the top style police cruiser spotlights on the like above the driver and passenger door.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, have you ever noticed that?
No, I've never noticed that.
So that's actually a holdover from the old days of trucking, because like a lot of these old dirt truck stop parking lots wouldn't be lit up. So that was how you saw your sides and behind you, is you would just turn those on and you could use them to swivel around and see wherever you need to see.
Nice. It makes sense. I mean, cops still use them on their cars to kind of show around and stuff like that. They're pretty bright lights as well. You know, they're like full-on headlights. So
Yeah.
good stuff. They will say GG.
Right.
On the back up. Good stuff.
So I'll explain the gear
Explain
shift
this.
thing real quick. But basically in the old 10 speeds and 15 speed transmissions and even some 13 speeds, but the lore on that's a little uncertain. But anyway, so normal 10 speed, you have 1 here, 2 is forward, 3 straight back, and then 4 is up, top right, 5 is back here, and then we put your range splitter up, go back over to 6, you do the same thing all over again. But that's kind of a new thing. In the old days, that was only for only for overdrive transmission. The direct drive transmission had a separate pattern. We call it a horseshoe pattern. So you had 1 right here, 2, 3, that's all the same. But instead of coming here and coming forward, it would actually come back. So you go from 4th in the back around to, from 3rd in the back to 4th in the back, and then 5th would be up against the dash. Now maybe you guys have heard that like in old trucker movies and stuff like that, like, 13 against the dash or something like that. That's what they mean. That's that high gear against the dashboard. Yeah. So just a fun little thing I was playing with today. I want to see, I should have felt like an old truck driver to be driving at 10 speed or 15 speed.
Is that because of like how the gear was actually designed, or was that just a personal preference thing?
They were all like that back in the day. Like if you look at, like if you search like the old transmission labels and diagrams and stuff like that, that's the way they all were. The old Spicer transmissions with the auxiliaries, all the auxiliaries were the same pattern. You'd have your low, your underdrive, your direct drive, and then your overdrive would be against the dash. Yeah. Same with the 6-speed main box would be the same way.
계속해서 차선
Oh
유지하세요.
no, that's interesting. Yeah, Neo in the chat saying that's so weird. I love it.
왼쪽
Yeah, it's
차선
just,
유지하세요.
yeah, it's something to play with. I've never actually driven one of them in real life, so.
나가세요. 지금 나가세요.
I mean, I've driven a twin stick in real life, but it's not the
우회전을
same. I mean,
유지하세요.
you think we can do that, Jacob? Can we get another shifter in here and I can do twin stick it? Jacob is the biggest hate. He doesn't see how to do that.
He's like, please stop. Stop giving him ideas. I would like to see that though. If there's ever a possibility, and we can get up with it, definitely. So, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it at the first until you started explaining it, showing us where the gears actually see what else I got there.
That's half the reason I kept missing gears was because I'm so used to, like in real life, I just drove an 18 speed, so, you know, when you're going to top gear, you come back, right? So I kept going in the wrong position, missing the gear.
Makes sense. I mean, if you do it for the first time, you'll get used to it eventually. You get your muscle memory.
Yeah.
Interesting. Want to see more of that in the future. But unfortunately, time has run away with us. It's been good driving with you, man. Appreciate it. Just, well,
we gotta do the full
journey.
Or the
Yeah, we got the poll here. I was about to say, prediction-wise, did Mark get into a wreck today? The answer is no. That's 29 of you that voted with no, and 60 of you voted yes. So,
wait, more people voted yes than no?
yeah. Like 50% more people.
No
So,
way.
Mark did not get into a wreck today. So, here we go. Make the prediction. If you chose the correct outcome, you're going to be awarded a share of £144,000. So there we go. Money for everybody. Got big brain in those. You can just gamble more with it in the future if you have rewards. So we'll figure something out in the future. Someone's official. So congratulations, everybody.
Someone in the chat's asking when Namiro will be a hireable driver, but I think he already is, right?
Pretty sure it's already in the game.
But it's like from years ago when he was like much younger and full of life.
Yeah.
So youthful. Full of hope.
Yeah.
아씨.
I'm pretty sure he definitely is. And you can also find him everywhere, all around ATS and ETS universe. He's got multiple jobs, hundreds of them even. He's a cleaner, he's an industrial guy, he's a security guard, he's citizens, he's everybody. He just kind of slowly start to recognize he's everywhere. So he is definitely around. But yeah, unfortunately that is all we have time for. And congratulations to those who won the points. And to those who lost their points, shame on you. You should have trusted him for his whole experience.
Gonna do a raid.
He's a good driver. We are going to raid, yeah, we're going to raid. Did you have a suggestion then, or?
I'm looking right now. Do you have any?
I was looking at a guy here, his name, he's not finishing up, his name is Narcolysis, and he has got the most magnificent moustache I've ever seen. Oh, so I think he can be worth racing, so American trucking right now. So I think we should go raid him. Let's do it. One beer to a moustache, shall we? Sounds good. Alright, we'll do that then. So, Twitch chat, if you're staying with us, join us as we go. Say hello to Narcolysis and tell him how fabulous his moustache is. It's wonderful, it's very well brought. So he's very proud of his moustache. So, go give him a lot of mess or something. But we hope you had a wonderful time with us. Make sure to use that new marker wherever you go and then choose well, of course. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining us. And Mark, anything else you'd like to say before we disappear for the night?
No, I just, thanks for another fun Let's Play, and looking forward to the next one.
Absolutely, and massive thank you as well to a lovely guy behind the scenes. It's Jacob, right? It's Jacob this time?
Yeah, it's Jacob.
Well, Jacob. Appreciate you.
Jacob waves, he says hi, Sean.
We'll be back again soon with more news and on the road with you as well in the future. But until then, take care of yourselves and we'll see you again very, very soon. Bye, everyone.
붙여버려. 뭐지? 올리면 안 돼. 아니야.